Welcome to Modern Minds, Ancient Wisdom, a journey into the heart of creative thinking, guided by the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy. In this Faceless documentary-style video, we explore how ancient principles can elevate our modern mental landscape, fueling creativity, focus, and resilience in a world overflowing with distraction. Creativity isn't just a trait. It's a discipline, a mindset. And one of the most powerful yet overlooked tools to sharpen that mindset lies in a school of thought that emerged over 2,000 years ago, Stoicism. But how can a philosophy of restraint, emotional control, and logic help you unlock creativity, a force often associated with wild imagination and emotional freedom? Let's begin. 1. The paradox of discipline and freedom. It's a common belief that creativity thrives in chaos, that structure suffocates imagination. But the Stoics understood a paradox. True freedom is born from discipline. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, taught that we must focus only on what is within our control. This is not a limitation, it's liberation. By quieting the noise of what we cannot change, our minds are free to explore what we can create. Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. 2. Embrace of constraints. Creativity often flourishes not despite constraints, but because of them. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort. They wore plain clothes, walked in the cold, and fasted, not to suffer, but to master their fears and desires. When the fear of failure or discomfort no longer controls you, the mind opens to bolder, more original ideas. Constraints, like a blank page or a limited color palette, aren't barriers. They are boundaries within which genius can thrive. 3. Amor Fati, love your fate. Amor Fati, love of fate, is a Stoic idea that invites us to not just accept, but embrace everything that happens. Even failure. Even boredom. Even rejection. This mindset shifts how we relate to the creative process. When we love every part of it, the false starts, the rewrites, the silence, we stop resisting and start flowing. Inspired by Stoicism. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it. 4. The power of stillness. Modern life is noisy. Notifications, news, social pressure. Yet, all Stoic thinkers, from Seneca to Marcus Aurelius, spoke of the need for inner stillness. Stillness is where the seeds of creativity are planted. In stillness, we reflect. We process. We connect dots no one else sees. We create. Seneca. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. 5. Memento Mori and the urgency to create. Memento Mori, remember you must die, is not a morbid warning. It's a creative spark. Knowing our time is finite sharpens our focus. It pushes us to say what must be said. To paint, to write, to compose, today, not tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. 6. Detachment from outcome. The Stoics taught, focus on effort, not outcome. The process is yours, the result is not. This is crucial for the modern creative mind. Likes, views, shares, sales. All external. All fleeting. What matters is the act of creation, deliberate, disciplined, and detached. 7. Journaling and reflection. One of the Stoics' greatest tools? Journaling. Marcus Aurelius' meditations were never meant to be published, they were his private reflections. But within them, we see a method. Write your thoughts, challenge your assumptions, clarify your purpose. Daily journaling helps creatives process emotions, refine ideas, and break through blocks. What am I avoiding? What small step can I take today? What's in my control? 8. Practicing negative visualization. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is a Stoic practice where you deliberately imagine things going wrong. What if your project fails? What if you're criticized or misunderstood? What if no one ever notices your work? But here's the key, the purpose isn't to become pessimistic or fearful. It's to become mentally resilient. By confronting fears in advance, we reduce their power over us. One of the biggest killers of creativity is fear, fear of failure, rejection, embarrassment, or wasted effort. When you practice negative visualization, you accept that failure is possible, even probable. You realize, if that happens, I'll survive. I'll adapt. I'll try again. This clarity clears emotional fog, making room for bold, original thinking. By rehearsing the worst, your mind becomes calm and courageous, ready to act, not paralyzed by what ifs. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today I will meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness.'" He wasn't being negative, he was being prepared. And in that preparation, he found peace. Fear thrives in uncertainty. But when we meet our fears ahead of time, clearly, calmly, we weaken their grip. For the creative, this is liberation. If you've already faced failure in your mind, you are free to make bold, beautiful work in reality. 9. Community and solitude. In solitude, you're free from the expectations, judgments, and noise of the world. It's in this space that the Stoics and creatives cultivate clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations alone, not for others, but to reflect and refine his thinking. Solitude allows for deep work, uninterrupted focus, where original ideas are born and refined. It fosters self-awareness, essential for honest, meaningful creation. While solitude cultivates clarity, community adds perspective. The Stoics valued dialogue. Epictetus taught students. Seneca mentored others. Philosophy was a conversation, not a monologue. Others can challenge your blind spots, offer inspiration, and provide emotional support during creative ruts. Healthy community gives feedback, not validation. It's about growth, not ego. Creative communities can be small mastermind groups, art collectives, writing circles, or even online forums where ideas are exchanged respectfully. The Stoic path is not isolation, it's intentional interdependence. You retreat to build strength, then return to serve and grow through connection. Seneca put it best. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. 10. Daily practice as a way of life. Creativity isn't a lightning bolt. It's a ritual. A practice. The Stoics believed in living philosophy. Not just reading, doing. Likewise, creative thinking is a lifestyle. It's about showing up daily, regardless of mood or circumstance. Writing a page. Sketching an idea. Practicing a scale. One small action, repeated often, leads to mastery. The modern world glorifies the big moment. But true creative success comes quietly, through repetition, reflection, and resilience. Like the Stoics, let your actions speak louder than your ambition. Let your practice be your identity. Show up. Every day. No matter what. So what does Stoicism teach us about creativity? That deep work is born from stillness. That limits our launch pads. That courage comes from detachment. That urgency can be sacred. That true creativity flows when we stop clinging to the noise and return to what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, our effort. You don't need chaos to be creative. Sometimes, all you need is ancient wisdom, applied with modern intent. Let your modern mind be guided by ancient wisdom. Subscribe for more deep philosophy, timeless ideas, and creative mastery.